The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Friday morning, it is the 20th day of July. Rich here at about 3:58 in the morning here. Glad you're here. We have some stuff to talk about. Potential for severe weather in the state beginning late tonight and through the wee hours of the morning as a cluster of storms heads southward, and maybe some damaging winds and several warnings perhaps in the overnight hours. Certainly possible. This is what we call in the business an MCS. We had one Thursday a few weeks ago. Remember that that Thursday afternoon where there were so many warnings and trees down all over the place? So that's late tonight, and then there could be another cluster during the daytime hours tomorrow. We'll walk you through the details here and tell you what to expect. Plus the rest of the weekend forecast for here and the Gulf Coast beaches and some more. Here we go. Here's the map set up tonight. A strong frontal system coming out of the Midwest will be the culprit for producing clusters of thunderstorms, maybe a widespread wind damage event. Look at that moderate risk from Nashville north to Evansville. That's significant. But even down here into Alabama, an enhanced risk covering North Alabama and a severe weather slight risk all the way down to perhaps almost the Montgomery area with the marginal risk down to Troy. That's tonight, especially in the wee hours of the morning for us. And then tomorrow there could be redevelopment. There's a slight risk covering the northeastern counties of the state and a marginal risk covering the rest of Alabama tomorrow. That's for round two, perhaps. Now, I don't particularly like this model idea as far as the timing, but late tonight, let's say after 9 p.m., a cluster of thunderstorms enters North Alabama, heads southward in the overnight hours into the river region during the wee hours of the morning, and then farther on to the south, and there could be another cluster of storms developing during the daytime hours Saturday behind it. So I'm not thrilled with that particular model idea, but I'm going to show you one more. This is called the RPM model, and forgive me on the resolution here, but you see that cluster of storms at 1:30 a.m.? I think this is more plausible. It's got it down to the Birmingham area at that hour and then heading southward towards the river region more towards maybe 3, 4 a.m. Here's some of the timelines. I like this, entering the state perhaps after 9 p.m. tonight and maybe reaching the I-85 corridor sometime between, let's say, 1 and 5 a.m. I think that's plausible, and we'll be adjusting that as the day goes on today, so stay weather aware. Meanwhile, we have a heat advisory in effect covering much of central and west Alabama with the heat index 104 to 107. That's really tough territory. That's fuel for the fire. Big heat produces big storms. During the daytime hours, not many storms around. A 20% chance with a high in the middle 90s and the heat index as high as 107. The big action is late tonight. Then tomorrow evening, after the drama of maybe round one and round two, things start to quiet down, and I think by Sunday we have widely scattered storms in the state. I've got a 30% chance of storms in on Sunday and about the same thing on Monday. So more of a routine summer forecast by then, and I think not much change as we get into Tuesday as well, with high temperatures in the low to mid-90s. So let's review for you. A decent chance of more scattered showers and storms, some of which could be strong, possibly severe tomorrow, with a high in the middle 90s. Then a smaller, more routine 30% chance Sunday, Monday, and relatively just scattered storms around Tuesday, Wednesday, with highs in the low to mid-90s during that period. Beach forecast for the beaches from Gulf Shores to Panama City, high temperatures near 90, 30% chance of storms today, a much better chance, 50% tomorrow, and about a 30% chance Sunday with Gulf water temperature now at 86. Out in the Atlantic Basin, things are fairly quiet in the Atlantic, the Caribbean, and the Gulf of Mexico, with the exception of what's happening along the U.S. East Coast, where there could be a hybrid system over the weekend, producing a lot of wind and waves in the middle Atlantic coastal region heading towards New England on Saturday night. Our weather app will be a champ tonight with advanced interactive radar where you can see where the storms are and where they're going to be, plus push notifications for watches and warnings. That's going to be really important in the middle of the night. So get it on your phone or tablet today. Just search Rich Thomas Weather. Definitely, our weather app will keep you on top of things with even not only the warnings for your area, but also audio cues when there is a warning for your particular area as well. We'll keep you up to date on the weather situation. Stay weather aware. We're live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 with Greg J. Emily. We'll do a weather chat with Ryan Stinnett on ABC 32 and CBS 8 at 5:50 in the morning, and our morning crew interacts with their morning crew at 6:40 a.m. on the Alabama News Network. Have a great day today. I'll keep you on top of the weather situation and your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on 8 radio stations, the Blue Water family of stations. See you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.